Gonna start with Xiangfei. I main this character, so I know a lot about this character. So you're lucky with this one, at least. There will be a what's it called? A separate primer for her to actually like go a little bit more in depth. Still a primer, so not like an in-depth guide, but you will have more information than this, basically. So Xiangfei, what does Xiangfei do well? Well, Xiangfei does pretty much two things well, very well actually. Space control with path bolts, heavy and light. Especially heavy is good because of the range. You can also like kara it to get like extra range. As you can see, the first one barely hits, right? But that one moves forward, so you can stand CD cancel, kara, or with cancel, whatever you want to call it, to get that extra range. This can be actually set up as meaty, and it's like if you can get the timing right, I usually do this. You can get a like, I want to say +8. I never was able to actually count the frames, but it's fairly plus, so really good. So you can see, and also like you can bait a lot of reversals, especially like supers and things like that, because if it touches at the last frame, the hitbox is there while the hurt box is way far behind. So a lot of the time, by the time the reversal starts, you will not get hit. She has one of the best cross-up lights in the game in jumping B. So you can see super mega active, right? You can just press it at the beginning of the jump like I'm doing, and it will basically touch if you space it right. Right? Even on like small characters. So you can see Xiangfei is pretty low, which allows combos like this meterless, or oops. Conversions like this. Very good with her pressure up close. Not the greatest at like long range, or probably aside from the puff ball, at longest range is the sweep, which is a very good sweep. Doesn't mean that it's not a good tool, but a range is not like the longest with some other characters excelling at that with fireballs and other things. But yeah, mid-range control, really good character. Up close, really good with things like this. Yeah. She has also like some tick throws and tick throw setups. Some of them work on hit, funny enough. Not sure why this is not working. Yeah, there we go. You have to delay a bit since she has a lot of active frames. Not a lot of frame advantage, but a lot of active frames. So like you can meaty quite a few things to actually gain frame advantage. So not natural frame advantage, but meaty frame advantage. We're gonna go into her moves. I remember them, but mostly for graphical help. So we're gonna look at her throw. Great throw. You can set up cross-ups from it. I think they can recover from that throw actually, but hold on. Yeah, they can recover, but even if they recover, sometimes you can like, depending on where you are in the stage, you can keep the pressure going. Sometimes even like safe jump, depending on once again the spacing and the tools. Back throw, incredible to keep pressure with. Like stuff like that, especially if you throw in the corner. Right? Yeah, generally a good back throw. Nothing to write home about. If we look at the common normals, forward light punch, really important. He can meaty some stuff that is not invincible very well, and he can also allow you to combo when you're in max mode, or just simply you activate max mode from it, and then you can convert into combos, as you can see. Forward B, I believe, is the common low. Not the greatest, to be honest. It takes a while to come out. Mostly you just use it to fake this, since it has kind of the same animation, as you can see. And just goes down. At high level, it's also used as an opener, if I remember right, because it can be max cancelled. So they would do something like that, max cancel, and then that into Puffball, the light one. Generally not the greatest normal. It's more like a sort of meaty tool, mix-up tool. Down forward D, kind of the same normal with without this animation. So it's kind of to extend the range of the sweep, if I remember right. I don't know, they kind of have the same range. Okay. So Puffballs, really important. Probably our best special, like bar none. So good. They control space. They have incredible range, as you can see. You can once again you can make it even better. They can be rolled through, but usually by the time they roll through, especially if you do it max range, you recover and you can punish with crouch B, standing A into that, which we'll see in a bit. That is the so common normals. She does this animation. Command throws. She does this animation where she rolls, and you have a follow up with the light one, which sets into a hard knockdown. And this one is not hard knockdown. So yeah, usually you use it like for thick throws, pressure, and so on. They're reactable, so like if your opponent is good, once you do that, either they'll alternate guard you for a full punish, or they press a button. But if they press a button, you can just frame trap like that. So that's good. Oh yeah, her DP. So she has a normal DP. So if you do it with B and D, this is her normal DP. But for whatever reason, A plus B and A plus D give her more damage. I don't know if it's like a real bout thing, but look, this is gonna be like point blank DP B, right? And now we're gonna wait if she gets the life back. Yeah, damage differential. So we're gonna show you again. Normal. So you see there's almost like half a bar left there. There's almost no bar left there. And the same with D. So normal. So yeah, A plus B and A plus D give her more damage on her DPs, don't ask me why. But yeah, generally a very good DP. Not invincible on startup, as far as I know. Well, not fully invincible, so you can be thrown by the D version. That has happened to me a lot. And generally like not the most fully invincible DP, but it's more of a prediction tool since she moves forward. Oh, the parries. These are going to be really hard to demonstrate with the dummy, so I would not do all of them. I'll probably do just the air one. It's probably also the easiest to control. Sorry, to reproduce, basically, like to make it work. There. So if you go into comment, you set a dummy to do a jump kick or something, right? Oops. So I'm gonna show you once. Oh, we have to go back. Comment, stand, comment. It's gonna be hard. Should have done it with the super jump easier. There you go. That's the parry. And if you're in max mode, already, which is usually what you use against really strong jump-ins. I think it becomes easier. It feels easier to land, but more importantly, you can juggle into her A+C super follow-up, which will allow you to combo this as well, or just combo normally. So we're gonna set her back. The forward parry and the down parry, so you do them by holding the button, and 4 frames, you have a space of 4 frames, you do forward or do down. So LP forward, LP down. For forward is for mids and low, down is for lows, and up is for eyes, which is the one that I demonstrated. They're really good against like meaties. It's not a matchup tutorial stream, but okay, welcome in Sensker. They're really good for meaties, like safe jumps and things, because you cannot be safe jump with Xiangfei for many reasons, including the parries. So you can wake up with the parry. If you're in max, you can convert into parry. Also, you can wake up with this super, which is a common grab, which has invincible startup. So people trying to do that will be actually received by this a lot of the times, especially if they're coming in on wake up. During bump Poken, what is this? Oh, this you just shouldn't use it, right? It's really good if you can land it, but the problem is it has literally no range. So let me try. So you can see, oops. So you have to be like point blank. If you're here, I think already. Yeah, it doesn't hit. So since it's a very slow common grab, it's very, very hard in this game for people not to be pressing buttons for that long. Because ideally you would, do this, and to not condition them to not press buttons for that long. It's fairly rare in KOF. You can get combos. You can also like combo into super from that. With a cancel. And so on. But generally don't use the move. Just not good enough. Really not good enough. Oh yeah, the A+C super. So this is a very particular super. It got the power. This is a very particular super because it's only inputted by pressing A+C. So these two buttons together, as you can see. And it's a 3-part super. So you do A+C, back forward, A+C, back forward C, back C. If you do it very fast during the blackout of the animation, you can actually kara the whole thing. It's fairly hard. It's a very, very fast kara, but she extends her range dramatically because basically the first 2 hits don't come out, right? And only the third one comes out. As you can see, actually landed it. Which allows her to extend her range for a lot of combos. Fairly advanced though, so you don't really need it at beginner to intermediate level. It's only a very high level that you really need this extension on deck. Yeah, generally like this super allows you a juggle, right? And you can do several things with it. You can just DP for damage, the knockdown and the setup, or if you have another bar, you can combo into this other super, which we'll talk about in a minute. If you have 3 bars, didn't come out. You can also do the level 3 basically, but it's a bit of a waste of meter. That it's a lot of damage though. Anything else on the A+C super? Oh yeah, on block. Old guard. Yeah, on block. It does this effect, which says guard crush. She's actually -5 on blocks, so she is punishable. But a lot of people don't know. So practice your punish. If you have a 5-frame starter or lower, like a common grab or whatever, she can be punished there. It's not a true what's it called? Guard Crush. Gonna go into our next super, which is the common grab we were talking about. So this is really, really good. I think it starts up in 8, I want to say, and the level 2 or level 3, whatever you want to call it, this one starts in 1 frame, right? But it takes 3 meters, I think, if I remember right. Incredible super, also because on whiff there is a fireball effect. Don't ask me why, but it's really good. So if people try and come in and they jump to bait it, sometimes they are smacked by the fireball. Mostly you should jump forward instead of that, or backwards and pressing a button. So you're behind her and she has to go through the animation. You can just set up a jumping punish or whatever. Incredible move against safe jumps and against people that want to meet you without invincibility. So yeah, just use it. Very, very good. Also, incredible to do stuff like this. Or I'm gonna show you now the setup, which is funny. Remember the super plus ball? Oh shit, fucked up. I'm bad. So yeah, remember how this is very, very plus. You can just run up and do stuff like that. And it comes really useful in situations like resets and weird setups, ambiguous jump-ins and things like that. The last super is mostly a combo tool. You don't really use this for anything aside from combos and some whiff punishes against stuff full screen, since it's fairly fast and travels fast forward. But aside from that, it has no invincibility whatsoever. It's not airborne. If somebody sweeps you, unless they're really, really linear to the floor, most likely you'll be stopped in your truck. But it does good damage. Once again, it combos from A plus C super on the push. So yeah, pretty good. Could be better. Some advanced setups exist with overhead into max mode activation bypass into DP into super, but they're fairly hard to land. They're fairly time specific, and you're only gonna see them at high level. Last but not least, you also have I showed them. You have level 2s of both this and this one. Doesn't change much with the level 2 as far as I know for the fast advancing super, but here you are 7 frames faster for pick it up. Actually no, it's not 8 frames. I think this one is 5 if I remember right. I would have to check. I think 8 is this one. I think this is 5 and this the level 2 is 1 frame. Last but not least, her Max 2. So her Max 2 does a fully invincible sidestep to an imaginary second field, a little bit like Fatal Fury and Real Bout. Oops, sorry. Hold on. There. So fully invincible startup. One version is high and one version is low. Right, and I can decide which one I do. As you can see, she's set as a high guard. So if I do the high one, it will be blocked. But if I do the low, she will be hit. It does a tremendous amount of damage. It's really fast. It skips the screen, right? So I can do it full screen, almost, I think. Yeah, it will reach full screen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care. It just tracks, right? But it can be rolled on reaction. Both of them can be rolled on reaction. Another thing is, since in this game a lot of people like to super jump on wake up, because super jumps and hyper ups if buffered are 1 frame startup, they're airborne on the first frame. If you time it right on a knockdown or something, and they try to jump away, they get hit by the high version because it's fairly high. So you can just get people that do that. What can you expect from Xiangfei? Well, you can expect a lot of puff bolts in neutral. because they're really good. Her jump C is incredible to prevent you from doing stuff in the air. Her jump CD reaches really far, both jump CD and jump D. Jump D has slightly more range. Her crouch D will trip a lot of jump ins from very far away because of that range. Jump B a lot because of how good the button is. Oh yeah, the jump pressure is pretty good. Sorry. Stuff like that. Frame thrusts are pretty decent with the fireballs or with the cartwheel, but you can alternate guard them at high level. Stand B, close. Oh yeah, crouch C is really good to stop people from jumping at you. It's almost like a better stand A in a way that it prevents hops into hops. Oh yeah, and this one is really active. Like, it doesn't look like it, but it will still be active all the way. So yeah, just generally a good tool. Crouch C, jump CD. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, really good character. Incredible character. Probably one of the best point characters in the game. And she can be used with mirrors. You can see from one touch does a lot of damage. So yeah, we're gonna go into the next character.